We have new insight into the collapse of the Trump family. We've been talking about it, how Ivanka and Jared basically cut Daddy Donald out of their lives to cover themselves from going to jail and just to try and reestablish their brand. How Melania Trump doesn't even really live with Donald Trump anymore. She wasn't at his 75th birthday party. They're barely ever seen together. But all of this really goes back to Donald Trump's insane delusions about the election. That Donald Trump, on the night he lost, pushed away everyone in his family because they knew that he had gone too crazy even for them.
From November 3rd, Election Day on, what you have, and a key theme, is that everybody in the White House, in the campaign, even in his family, is trying to get away from him, get away from this ludicrous effort to argue that the campaign, that the election was stolen from him, and to get away from the effort, completely out of his mind effort that he could actually get this election back. So everybody has gone. Everybody has fled. And so there are only a few people left in the White House. Everyone in the White House, in the campaign, in Trump's family, knows that this is incredibly destructive to the Trump White House.
So you can see there, that's an author, Michael Wolff. He's written what is one of the definitive books of the final days of the Trump presidency, basically from election night to Trump leaving the White House. And what he says is Trump's family abandons him the night of the election, the day after, once Trump goes full bore, confirms that he's going to spread the big lie 24/7 for the rest of his term. Even his family start to leave him. And you can see it. Ivanka pulls back. A lot of the other people pull back. Everyone close to him pulls back. Everyone with a shred of decency and integrity in the White House pulls back. And so Trump is left only with his insane mind going overdrive, trying to spread the big lie and convincing himself more and more every day that the big lie is actually true. So much so that when maybe Trump originally spread the lie, he didn't believe it, but now he does. And he's left only with a certain group of people around him that are willing to tolerate the lie and spread it. And I might talk about this later in another video, but this is why Rudy Giuliani remained so influential upon Trump after the election. Because while Rudy was basically drunk all the time, spreading insanity, leaking hair dye, and farting on national television, and Trump didn't like that, at the end of the day, Rudy told Trump what he wanted to hear, which is that you won the election. And so you can see here that this family was never based on love. I'm not trying to portray this image of a loving family torn apart by Donald Trump's delusions, but the transactional nature of the family, where Trump gives his kids access to power and Trump gets these children that build his ego, and he's got a gold-digging wife, but then, he has a trophy wife. All of this sort of shatters at that moment where Trump's insanity goes too far. There was a level of insanity they were willing to tolerate, and Trump exceeded it. If you wanted to see the moment where this family collapses and how that could play out as we go into a situation where multiple Trump family members may well face criminal charges due to tax evasion, this is the moment. Donald Trump finally broke his family when he tried to break democracy.